a courtroom silenced, a judge stunned, and a defendant with a criminal history longer than the last 5 years combined somehow walks out free. How? Why? And what shady tactic did the state try to use that the defense attorney ripped apart in seconds? Today, we break down one of the most unbelievable court moments you'll see this year. Judge Fleischer did not hold back.
Bennett?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now 21 cases. Just since 2020, possession 1 to 4, unauthorized use, possession 4 to 200, 21, evading arrest, felony theft, felony assault, felony possession of a controlled substance, possession of a controlled substance, possession of a controlled substance, now 24, possession of a controlled substance, possession of a controlled substance, assault, unauthorized absence from correctional facility, PCS, now 25, just for 25, PCS, unauthorized use, and now you have an evading arrest.
So this case starts off with the judge flipping through 25 charges. Not 1, not 2, but 25 possession, evading felony theft, assault, unauthorized use. The list went on like a never-ending scroll. The judge looks at him and basically says, "You miss court again, and I will do everything in my power to protect my city." That's not a warning, that's a mission statement.
Those guys.
Stop. I didn't ask you to say anything. You missed court, and now you're here. If you ever miss court again, and let me tell you something, Mr. Price, I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my city at all costs. If I find that you are one iota of danger to it, it's really not going to go well for you. Do you understand me? You're now charged with evading arrest or detention. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Now here's where the story gets wild. At around 2 a.m. in Harris County, Texas, the mall is closed, pitch dark, no workers, no cleaners. Nothing. Officers spot the defendant standing next to some mechanical box outside the mall. He notices the police, looks at them, then casually walks toward his bicycle. And that's enough for the officer to say, "Suspicious." So lights go on, sirens go on, and the officer begins a stop. But instead of stopping, this guy decides it's time for the Tour de France. He jumps on the bicycle, starts pedaling faster, stands up on the seat, and boom, bicycle chase. And of course, he falls. Then gets up and continues on foot until he finally hits the ground again after 736 feet. That's almost 3 football fields of running.
Thank you, Judge. On April 14th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, an officer was patrolling the area of 999 Pasadena Boulevard, the Macro Plaza Mall. The mall is closed during the early morning hours when this incident occurred, and no maintenance or cleaning personnel were on scene. 999 Pasadena Boulevard is near 1202 Pasadena Boulevard, which the officer knows from training and experience to be a high drug area. The officer observed the defendant standing near a mechanical box on the side of the main building of 999 Pasadena Boulevard. The defendant looked at the officer, who was in a marked patrol unit, and began walking toward his bicycle, which was laying on the ground nearby. Due to the above circumstances, as well as defendant's suspicious behavior, the officer initiated a subject stop on the defendant due to reasonable suspicion. The officer activated emergency traffic lights and began sounding the siren of a marked patrol unit. The defendant continued to ride his bicycle away from the officer, standing up on the seat of his bicycle to accelerate faster. The defendant eventually fell off the bicycle and continued to evade on foot until he fell in the roadway of the 900 block of Pasadena Boulevard. The defendant evaded the officer for approximately 736 feet.
And then comes the moment that flips the case upside down. The defense steps in. The judge looks at the report and suddenly says, what exactly was he doing wrong? Riding a bicycle while white? Everyone freezes, because that question exposes the entire problem. There was no crime, no drugs in hand, no active theft, no breaking into anything, just a guy standing near a building. Everything after that, the chase, the fall, the arrest, all started from a stop that technically had no real basis.
The hell was he doing wrong? Riding a bicycle while white? He's not doing anything. Just the presumptive police. No. Mr. Price, I'm going to find that there's no probable cause in your case today. We have enough death, dismemberment, and danger in our town as it is. Don't create any more. Be a good person. It's not hard. Get a job, do something with your life before something, or you end up with a 25-year sentence. It's lickety split. Something happens. Life is too short to end up in a 6x9 with a 25-year sentence. You know what I mean? Really. Please take a seat.
So what do you think? Was the officer justified? Or was the judge absolutely right to call out the system for overreach? Drop your thoughts below, because this case will be talked about for a long time. Make sure you subscribe, because we're breaking down more real courtroom chaos, one unbelievable moment at a time.